championships are foremost on the Crimson Tide's mind. But today, it might be revenge. Florida State rolls in to take on the Tide. The Seminoles last year knocked Alabama for a loop in the season opener. Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with you. Let's go down to the field in Hollywood.
Well, as you can imagine, Florida State against Alabama has a lot of connotations here in college football. Alabama had to survive that opening week loss that was so embarrassing. Kalen DeBoer says that was the thing that drove them all season long, eventually making the college football playoff. But keep in mind, these players might want a little revenge as Florida State takes on Alabama. Guys?
Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the single back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. A serendipitous turn of events off the deflection, and they turn it into a first down.
And sometimes it's just going to be your day. And sometimes those bounces go your way. And he does right here. I mean, it's a nice job by the defense getting the hand on the football, but the ball bounces to the wide receiver. He makes the play and gets the first down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
There's some room. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged out of the air. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Noles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Noles!
and you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
He'll start the return inside the spot. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Running inside. It's Hill. Makes it past the marker. He's running free down the middle. Inside the end of the end zone. Touchdown time.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Hold and finds his man on the left. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Stepping to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Quick release on the RPO. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Handoff from the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Fires and picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
As As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. From the gun, the ground game. Finding some room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Russell. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You've got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Pulls it in, it's Lopez. That's his first catch of the season. They believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early.
Well, they hit that deep crossing pattern, and a nice job by the quarterback there, keeping his eyes down the middle of the field. He's not telegraphing where he's going to throw it. He knows he's got to give his guy a chance to work through the traffic, get all the way across the field, but you can't let the defense know where you're going with it. So really good timing between those two on that play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt. Just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Hill. Shakes off the defender.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Russell. Here's a heat. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The run to the left. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They'll ride the hot hand. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Big Pick up on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Punts it out of the air. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're dealing with a second and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Skips away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got fourth and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Might be changing the route. Keelan Russell throws to the back. Intercept. Stop, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. going to leave a mark. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Nittany Lions eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They are on top here in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. He's got it. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The running back has it. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Daniels. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Russell. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He's not afraid to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He leaves it with his back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Russell. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Third down coming after the incompletion. Quarterback making checks. Russell from the gun on third down. Got it!
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Though a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. That's caught. It's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll run it. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Maybe some room here. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disrupted, get in the backfield right away, and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Daniels. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
After that incompletion on third and long, because of where they are in the field right now and this juncture of the game, expecting them to go ahead, kick a field goal here, and make this a 2-possession game.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And that was an important kick here in the fourth quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ready to roll on offense. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. Keelan Russell shoots it to the left. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Trying to escape and get it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package. Now,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Russell will throw for it on fourth. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll run it again. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And man, a lot of